Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News Fans. Viewers of The Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 finale were pleasantly surprised after fan-favorite duo Spencer Conley and Jess Edwards got engaged following a shocking twist from host Jesse Palmer. For the first time in show history, instead of rewarding a couple with prize money, Palmer gave each of the final two couples a choice between money and love. Each finalist, including Conley, Edwards, Godin, and Spencer, all chose love. Jesse then threw in an even more shocking twist by giving both couples a tray of envelopes to choose from, each containing a significant amount of money. Godin and Spencer's chosen envelope sent them home with $150,000, which Godin said she would use towards her student loans. Megyn Kelly slams Harry and Meghan for Netflix shows. The pair also made it official as Spencer asked Godin to be his girlfriend, saying he can't wait to get out into the real world and spend time with Godin. Conley and Edwards' envelope contained a whopping $190,000, providing them with a foundation as they kick off their future together. When the pair initially embraced after they chose their relationship over prize money, Conley said, "I can always make more money, but I can't make another Jessica Taylor Edwards." After the rewarding visit from Palmer, Conley got down on one knee as he popped the question and Edwards said yes to marrying him. Viewers reacted to the moment on social media, with one saying, "That ending was truly touching," on Reddit. On X, a second fan added, "Now that was a good Bachelor in Paradise ending." A third chimed in, "Okay, I actually feel really happy and satisfied with the end of this season. #Bachelor in Paradise." The 10th season of Bachelor in Paradise once again brought former contestants from The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, but in a twist, it also included cast members from The Golden Bachelor and The Golden Bachelorette. The season followed the show's traditional format of romantic dates, rose ceremonies, and weekly eliminations. Contestants paired off, tested their connections, and made decisions about whether to continue on together. The $500,000 cash prize tied to the final engagement added another element to the usual process, making the outcome of the last rose ceremony more significant than in past years. Heading into the finale, the remaining couples were Spencer and Jess, Kat and Dale, Jeremy and Bailey, and Keith and Kathy. Each of them faced the decision of whether to continue their relationships once the show ended. Jonathan and Leah exited just before the last rose ceremony, leaving only 4 couples on the beach. As in past seasons, Bachelor in Paradise mixed lighthearted moments with more serious discussions about life outside of the show. Past couples returned to talk with the finalists, and late arrivals caused a few last-minute changes in the group. The finale promised to bring the season full circle, wrapping up the storylines that had built over the summer. One engagement, one shocking twist. The sun was dipping low over the pristine shores of Mexico, casting golden streaks across the turquoise waters surrounding the quaint resort that had become the crucible of love, heartbreak, and unexpected betrayals. The Bachelor in Paradise finale was finally here, and the tension was palpable. Contestants, past and present, had all arrived for the last chance to find love, or perhaps to reveal secrets better left unspoken. The camera panned over the familiar faces of fan-favorite contestants, some returning for closure, others with a chance at new beginnings. There was Maya, whose flirtatious laughter had won hearts all season, now nervously clutching her diary card. Beside her stood Derek, the brooding, charming contestant whose stoic exterior hid a storm of emotions. They weren't the only ones. Ava, the outspoken but sensitive contender, and Blake, the handsome charmer with a mischievous streak, were also poised for the night that could change everything. The host, charismatic and composed as ever, stepped into view, and the crowd of cameras shifted to focus on him. "Welcome to the finale of Bachelor in Paradise," he announced, his voice echoing across the resort's main patio. Tonight, hearts will be laid bare, truths will be revealed, and one couple will leave engaged. Murmurs spread among the contestants. One engagement? That was shocking news. Most of the viewers at home had expected 2 or even 3 matches. Something told everyone that this season had a twist waiting in the wings. The ceremony was intimate, lit by flickering torches and the soft glow of the setting sun. Each contestant approached nervously as the host handed out the final roses. Tension was thick in the air. Maya was first. She stepped forward and looked at Derek, her heart pounding. "I choose you," she said, her voice steady, but her eyes betraying anxiety. Derek's expression softened. He took her hand, and for a moment the world outside that glowing circle seemed to disappear. Next, Ava approached Blake. The chemistry between them had been undeniable all season, but her face was streaked with worry. I can't," she admitted quietly, stepping back. Blake's charming grin faltered. It was an unexpected rejection, one that no one, including Blake, had anticipated. The cameras swiveled rapidly, capturing every stunned expression. Whispers ran through the contestants. This was the first hint that the finale would not go as predicted. The show cut to a private beach, scene where contestants shared their innermost thoughts. Maya confessed to the camera, "I came here thinking I knew what I wanted, but Derek has shown me something real. I can't imagine leaving without him." Meanwhile, Derek sat on the sand, staring at the waves, revealing his inner conflict. "Maya is incredible, but part of me keeps questioning whether I'm ready for the next step. Yet, there's this undeniable connection, one that I can't ignore." Back at the main ceremony, the host prepared to announce the final twist. "Before we reveal the last outcome, there's something we need to address," he said, turning to the remaining contestants. This season, not every love story was as simple as it seemed. Some contestants made choices that have consequences. The contestants exchanged nervous glances. Blake looked uneasy. Ava seemed torn, and somewhere in the shadows another twist was brewing, a twist that would shock everyone, including the audience. Suddenly, the host revealed a bombshell. One contestant from a previous season has returned to the show, not to compete, but to confess a truth that could change the outcome tonight. Gasps echoed around the resort. From the shadows emerged Ethan, a fan favorite from season 8. He stepped onto the sand with an air of sincerity, his eyes locked on Blake. "I need to tell you all something," Ethan began. "Blake and we dated before this season. I've realized some things, and I can't keep pretending they don't matter. Blake, I never stopped caring for you, and I came here to be honest with you and with Ava." The tension was unbearable. Blake's jaw tightened. Ava's eyes widened in disbelief. Maya clutched Derek's hand, sensing the emotional earthquake about to unfold. Ava was the first to speak. "Blake, I thought we had a connection. I thought you were ready for this, but I can't compete with unresolved feelings from the past. I need to step back." Blake looked conflicted, torn between the woman who had stood by him and the unresolved passion for someone he had left behind. After a long, tense pause, he made a decision that shocked everyone. "Ava, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I have to figure things out for myself." The audience and the contestants sat in stunned silence. The twist was undeniable. Not only would there be only one engagement, but Blake and Ava's story had ended in heartbreak. With the drama unfolding, all eyes turned to Maya and Derek. Their connection had survived the turbulence around them, and the chemistry they shared was undeniable. Derek took a deep breath and faced Maya. "Maya," he said, his voice steady yet full of emotion, "through all of this chaos, you've been my constant. I can't imagine leaving here without you. Will you marry me?" Maya's eyes filled with tears, her heart swelling with joy. "Yes," she whispered, and the crowd erupted in cheers. The waves crashed behind them as they embraced, the perfect cinematic backdrop for a love that had endured every test the island had thrown at them. As the sun set fully over the Paradise Resort, the contestants gathered around the fire pit. Laughter, tears, and hugs were shared. The twist had left some hearts broken, but others, like Maya and Derek, found a love that seemed genuine, unshakable, and eternal. Back in the villa, Ava reflected on the outcome. "It's painful, but I know this was the right decision," she admitted to the camera. "Sometimes love isn't just about who you want, it's about timing, honesty, and letting go when necessary." Blake sat silently, grappling with his own choices. The audience could see the lesson in his eyes. The past has a way of catching up, and honesty, even when painful, is always the best path forward. The finale closed with a montage, Maya and Derek laughing as they explored the beaches, Ethan returning home with a sense of closure, Ava finding solace and self-discovery, and Blake contemplating his next steps. The host's voice narrated the final message. "Bachelor in Paradise reminds us that love is never simple, but when it's real, it's worth fighting for." Tonight, one couple found their forever, but the journey continues for others, because paradise isn't just a place, it's where hearts find courage. As the camera panned up to the starlit sky, the waves reflected the twinkling lights of the resort. The season ended with one engagement, a shocking twist, and a reminder that love is as unpredictable as the ocean tides, beautiful, dangerous, and
The morning
utterly
of the finale
unforgettable.
dawned with perfect clarity. Palm trees swayed lazily in the warm breeze, and the ocean shimmered under the golden sunlight. Contestants gathered in the villa, some with excitement bubbling beneath their nerves, others quietly bracing for emotional turbulence. Maya sat cross-legged on the deck, scrolling through messages from fans and loved ones. "They think I'm going to end up with Derek," she murmured to herself, a mix of hope and doubt in her tone. Her friends from the season, Allie and Jenna, giggled beside her, trying to ease the tension. Meanwhile, Derek was pacing near the pool, staring at the horizon. His hands were tucked in his pockets, and every now and then he rubbed the back of his neck. "I didn't come here looking for perfection, but Maya, she's something I can't let go of." Across the villa, Ava and Blake sat in silence. The air between them was heavy with unspoken words. Fans watching from home had speculated about this pairing for weeks, and the rumors of romance were at fever pitch on social media. But both of them knew that chemistry alone didn't guarantee happily ever after. The show cut to a montage of the season's highlights. Derek and Maya sharing secret beach walks, laughing and trading playful insults. Ava and Blake's flirtation escalating during challenges, with stolen glances and lingering touches. Tears and confessions late at night, when contestants' masks fell away and true feelings were revealed. Whispered conversations behind closed doors, hinting at past relationships and hidden insecurities. The montage ended with Maya staring at a rose in her hand, her reflection in the water revealing the anxiety she tried so hard to hide. As evening approached, torches were lit along the sandy shore, casting a golden glow over the resort. Contestants filed into their designated spots, hearts pounding as the host emerged from the shadows. "Welcome to the finale of Bachelor in Paradise," he announced, his tone both solemn and exciting. "Tonight, one couple will leave engaged, but not without a twist." Gasps rippled through the contestants. The tension was instantaneous. One engagement? That was far fewer than expected, signaling that the finale would upend predictions and expectations. The host handed out the roses one by one. Maya was first. Her hand trembled slightly as she accepted the rose from Derek. Their eyes locked, and for a moment the rest of the world seemed to fade away. "Derek," Maya began, her voice soft but firm, "I choose you." Derek smiled, relief and love flooding his expression. "Maya, you make everything feel right. I can't imagine leaving here without you." Next came Ava and Blake. The tension was palpable. Ava's heart raced as she approached him. I can't, she confessed, shaking slightly. Blake's playful grin faltered, replaced by genuine shock. The camera zoomed in on his face, capturing the disbelief in every frame. The whispers among contestants grew louder. This wasn't what anyone had expected. Cutting to private interviews, Maya admitted to the camera, "Derek is the real deal. This isn't about a rose or a finale. It's about a connection that feels timeless, and I know I want to explore that." Derek, sitting on a bench overlooking the ocean, revealed his inner turmoil. "Maya's incredible. Every moment with her has been genuine. But part of me worries. Am I really ready for this?" And then I realized I'm ready for her. Meanwhile, Ava sat alone under a palm tree. "Blake, I thought he was different, but you can't force someone to love you when their heart isn't fully there, and I can't pretend anymore." The host cleared his throat, drawing everyone's attention. "Before we hand out the final rose, there's an unexpected development." From behind the trees emerged Ethan, a returning contestant from a previous season. The camera zoomed in on his determined expression. "I need to speak my truth," Ethan announced. "Blake and I were together before the season. I never fully got closure, and I realized I need to be honest with both of you, Blake and Ava." Gasps echoed through the villa. Contestants murmured in disbelief. Blake's eyes widened, Ava froze mid-step, and Maya clutched Derek's hand instinctively. Ethan continued, "Blake, I never stopped caring. And Ava, I hope you understand why this changes everything." The tension was suffocating. Fans watching live on social media immediately exploded with speculation. Hashtags like twist ending, hashtag Blake drama, and hashtag Bachelor in Paradise began trending worldwide. Blake looked torn, glancing between Ava and Ethan. His voice shook slightly as he spoke. "Ava, I'm sorry. I can't do this. I need to sort out my past before I can move forward." Ava's face crumbled. I understand," she whispered, stepping back, tears spilling down her cheeks. Maya and Derek exchanged glances. For them, the chaos had strengthened their bond. Derek's voice carried both certainty and relief. "Maya, will you marry me?" Maya's tears sparkled in the torchlight. "Yes," she whispered, and the beach erupted in applause and cheers. The golden sunset reflected off the waves, creating a picture-perfect moment that would be replayed for years on highlight reels. The contestants gathered around a roaring fire pit. Laughter mingled with tears as they reflected on the season. Ava admitted to the camera, "It hurts, but it's a lesson. Love isn't just about chemistry. It's about timing, honesty, and being free to make the right choice for yourself." Blake sat quietly, reflecting on the consequences of unresolved past relationships. He said, "Sometimes the heart knows what it needs, even if it's painful." Ethan, having made peace with his emotions, smiled faintly. "Coming back here was hard, but necessary. Closure is a strange kind of relief." The finale closed with a cinematic montage. Maya and Derek exploring the shoreline, laughing, and sharing their first private moments as an engaged couple. Ava taking solo walks on the beach, finding solace in self-discovery. Blake journaling his thoughts, contemplating his next steps. Ethan returning home with a sense of resolution. The host's voice narrated the closing message. "Bachelor in Paradise is a reminder that love is messy, beautiful, and unpredictable. Tonight, one couple found their forever, but for others, the journey of the heart continues." As the camera panned up to the starlit sky, the ocean reflected the flickering lights of the resort. The season ended with one engagement, a shocking twist, and a reminder that paradise is where courage and vulnerability meet. And sometimes, that's all love really needs.